Ever feel like you're wading through a sea of information just to get to the good stuff?
I know that feeling.
Well, today we are going deep on a podcast that consistently cuts through all that noise and delivers the goods when it comes to true crime. Dateline NBC.
Ah, yeah. Dateline.
So our mission here for this deep dive is to really understand what makes this podcast such a powerhouse in the true crime genre. We're going to be using information about the podcast itself to, well, kind of unpack its success and its significance.
Right. The why behind the wow, so to speak.
Exactly. So first things first. Dateline NBC is a weekly true crime podcast. And one of the things that really stands out is that it actually originates from, like, the OG Dateline NBC, the TV news magazine.
Right. It has this whole legacy behind it. That's going to count for something, right? Like instant credibility.
For sure. It's not starting from scratch. You've got those familiar voices, people like Andrea Canning, who true crime fans probably already know and trust from TV.
Absolutely. And that familiarity can really make a difference, especially in a world of tons of podcasts popping up all the time.
Right. It's like having a stamp of approval from a source you already trust.
Exactly.
So let's get into the content. When you hit play on a Dateline episode, what exactly are you getting yourself into?
It's not just a surface-level rundown of cases.
Oh, no.
No, they do real deep dives into true crime investigations, detailed narratives, mysteries, you name it. They really try to unpack those high-profile cases that, everyone's talking about.
Right, and it seems like the way they structure the episodes is a huge part of that, right? Like, it's not just a host reading a bunch of facts.
It's storytelling at its finest. They use interviews, talk to people actually involved in the cases. Sometimes they'll even, it seems like, incorporate audio from trials.
Oh, wow.
And of course, you get all the insights from the investigative journalists working on the stories.
So it's multi-layered.
Super multi-layered. And that makes it so much more engaging for the listener, right? You're not just passively absorbing information. You're like piecing it together with them.
Right. You're like actively investigating.
Yeah, totally.
So would you say that the target audience here is someone who really wants to go beyond the headlines?
100%. This is for the listener who wants to understand the nuance, the context, the why, and the how behind these crimes.
Someone who appreciates in-depth reporting.
Exactly. And that approach is clearly working for them. I mean, Dateline NBC consistently ranks high in the true crime podcast world.
Yeah, they've definitely found their niche.
Totally. And it's interesting, too, because they don't just focus on current cases.
Yeah, you'll get those classic cases mixed in there as well.
Right. And that, I think, adds another dimension for listeners. You get to revisit some of those landmark cases that, maybe shaped how we understand true crime today.
Yeah, or maybe learn about cases that you weren't even aware of.
Right. And I think that speaks to the fact that it's not just about, the crime itself. It's about all the intricacies of the investigation.
The process.
Exactly. They're really trying to unravel those complexities, look at how these investigations unfold, and, sometimes even explore the psychology behind it all.
Super interesting stuff. So I guess we can say that Dateline NBC has taken its signature style of in-depth journalism and made it work for the podcast world.
Yeah, they really have. They're giving you, the listener, this rich, thorough experience of true crime, all backed by the journalistic integrity that Dateline is known for.
Like they've taken that expertise and translated it to audio.
Exactly.
And that brings up a really interesting question, I think. We talked about them revisiting these older cases. But what is it about those past crimes that keeps us coming back? What's the lasting appeal of these stories that, well, they're already over,
Right. What makes us want to keep investigating even though the mystery's been solved?
That's something to think about.
Definitely.
And hey, if you have any thoughts on that, let us know.
We'd love to hear your take.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Dateline NBC. Until next time.
See you then.